Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned. Hello guys, welcome to Global Happenings. Today we have a trending news for you. And the headline of the news read, Yoruba groups stand up against the Jagaban, demands to know Bola Tinubu stand on Amotekun within 24 hours. But before we go on with details of the news and further analysis, we'd like to encourage you to please subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button and also on the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish video on YouTube.
All right, Tinubu, who is seen as the leader of the Southwest by many, has remained silent on Amotekun, which was launched by Southwest governors last week. It was observed that a Southwestern Association Save Lagos group has given the All Progressive Congress stalwart Bola Tinubu 24 hours to review his position on the Western Nigerian Security Network, codenamed Operation Amotekun. The Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami San, had on Tuesday declared the outfit as illegal, while the Southwestern governors have remained unfazed. In a statement on Friday, the convener, Save Lagos Group, Adeniyi Sulaiman, said the group was giving Tinubu 24 hours to speak up. Sulaiman asked Tinubu, who is an advocate of restructuring, to be courageous regardless of his rumored presidential ambition. The activist rubbished threats by the northern groups like Miyetti Allah, Kuta, Hore, which stated that supporting Amotekun may cost the Southwest the presidency in 2023.
All right, thank you very much. This is quite a threatening moment for Tinubu. We had talked about this, because when they gave the Southwest the option of choosing between 2023 presidency and Amotekun, FFK, that's Femi Fani-Kayode, came up, and the way he talked showed that, man, we don't give a hoot. We know that you guys are not the one to detect for us who's going to rule Nigeria. You guys are mere normal citizens like every Nigerian. And he said to them, to hell with your 2023 presidency. And this guy, I had said it in one of our videos that Bola Tinubu has been overly quiet. Even some of those guys, state Southwest governors, they've been overly quiet, and I was expecting that very soon some people are going to drag his leg out. And right now I'm wondering the kind of answer he's going to give to these guys, because whatever he's going to say will be a kind of decider for him whether he's interested. And I know as a politician right now, the media guys around him would be trying to play around something. Don't forget that no matter how wonderful you are, they say charity begins at home. It all starts from the inside here. Because even if the Northerners will want to give him, that opportunity of representing, if the Southwest, they are his own people, refuse to acknowledge him, it will not all go well. But before we go into further details, I just want to read some reactions of Nigerians in respect to this request by this group. This one said, Tinubu will do anything to become the president, even if selling the whole of Southwest to the Fulanis. The bond between the Fulanis and Tinubu is unbreakable. So I smell desperation there, which means Tinubu is a desperate politician, according to the statement of this young man. And another one says here, after 24 hours, they will either beat Tinubu or take him to court or sue him for not saying anything about Amotekun. Many Nigerians need serious psychiatric evaluation and treatment. That's really serious also.
But it's true. Are you going to force him?
Exactly. Are you going to force him? Yeah. I think at this point, silence will be overly important.
Golden.
Yeah.
Silence right now is golden.
So another one here say, Tinubu will never say anything about the issue because he desperately wants to rule this country, even if it means selling his people to slavery. That's the second person saying the same thing. Another one here say, hold it there. So you want him to talk so that Meiti Allah will deny him of his 2023 presidential ambition. Never. The last one we are going to be considering is the guy say, I beg, make una free Tinubu. Make una free Tinubu now. Haba. Inflation in the country, Tinubu. Bandit rampaging even in the north, Tinubu. Increase in cup of Gary, Tinubu. Traffic jam. Traffic jam Benin Ore road, Tinubu. Picking shit for road, Tinubu. Tinubu this, Tinubu that. Everything, Tinubu. Haba. That one. Well, this is really a serious matter to look into. And for me, those expecting Tinubu to respond, to this Amotekun issue, personally, I think they should forget it, because I know that this man I am saying will not speak. Currently, if you look at how things are going, you know that there is an internal war in him right now. So much war going on in his mind, because he has heard a lot of things. He has heard what the Northerners are saying. He has heard what the Southerners are saying. But what is overly important to him is presidency come 2023. He has weighed a lot of things. Don't forget that this Tinubu we are talking about, as much as he's highly feared in the Southwest, he's not feared, he's highly reverend in the Southwest. Most people look at him as the political landlord. Yeah, political landlord of Southwest. They respect him and they believe that if he steps out to contest, nobody should dare try him. He must win. He must clear off everything in the Southwest, But the issue here that we want to really consider is the fact that he has a lot of things that is going on in his mind. Number one of it is the fact that EFCC has an issue with him. Let's be real. You know that these Northerners cannot be trusted. Even the so-called Buhari cannot be trusted. There was a time that there was a picture of Presidency coming in and he ignores the Tinubu's wife and all of that. It was on this thing. Tinubu didn't say anything. And if you see the progress of time, you notice that he is not really comfortable. These guys are doing everything humanly possible to make sure that they stop him. The Northerners, they are doing everything. The likes of the first thing that they are really fighting now is to see how they can remove Oshumole. Don't forget that Tinubu is actually the APC leader, national leader, while Adam Oshumole is the APC national chairman, and both of them are working hand in hand. And I can assure you that during primaries, if Oshumole still remain the national chairman of APC, certainly the person who will take up that position will be his friend, which is Tinubu. So right now, Adam Oshumole himself is not stable. There are a lot of issues in APC. Apart from issues in APC, this guy has stepped on him. This current administration has stepped on him unknowingly in different respects, but he doesn't want to speak because, hey, I need to get this thing. Even if it means, I could still remember when Saraki opened up his mouth to tell Nigerians what his discussion with Tinubu, what Tinubu said, that Tinubu said, even if it means for him to support Buhari on his dying bed so that Buhari will hand over to him, he will do it, which means presidency is the most important thing in his mind. All those things that are running their mouth down, he's not interested. If he can dive into that position, then he can now start talking. He can now start making decisions. So right now, sorry to disappoint those people who are requesting him to talk. Bobono will talk. He has to be very calm right now, because if he talk anyhow, he go see anyhow in 2023. And that 2023, bros, the thing too important to Tinubu is more important than even the whole of Southwest. So even if it means for him to pay the price now so that he can get back, he can get 2023 presidency on the platform of APC, he will do it.
Eko Nibaje. Unfortunately, the group that is asking Tinubu to speak his mind concerning Amotekun is just wasting his time. He's neither under duress or constitution. There's no constitution that is binding him to speak on Amotekun. There's still freedom of expression. He can decide to keep mute and keep mum. Nobody will ask him why you keep him. Unfortunately, and you ask the question, sorry, who is this Lagos group? Are they, even if they are lawyers, he has his own lawyers too that can defend using constitution why he can decide to keep his mouth shut. I guess they are just looking for popularity, because the truth of the matter is, Bola Tinubu will not speak, and the fact that they are also to speak internationally unknown, so he feels he does not owe them any explanation. We all know that Bola Tinubu likes the idea of being called the president come 2023, and me Tiala also know that he wants that seat.
See, by all means.
They know the game of numbers. They know what they are saying. So they're technically telling him, see, look, you better call your boys to order so that you can get that seat 2023, or else you will lose it. And unfortunately,
which means they are not even talking to FFK.
They are not talking to Bola Jagaban himself. And he knows the language. That's why you see the silence is now very golden. Exactly. No, but it doesn't end there. If you watch critically, at the beginning, someone who was following up on the issue of Amotekun. When it was launched, there was an excuse why someone who couldn't make it. There's always an excuse. Because don't forget, when it comes to politics in Nigeria, we have godfatherism. And for someone who is his godson, and if your father say don't go there, how dare you as a son go there? If someone who represents and goes and was in the press, as in he launched, during the launch of Amotekun, he was there, it is assumed that he has the backing and support of the Jagaban himself. And Jagaban, he knows the power the Militiala have over him, because I'm sure they don't have that power over the Southwesterners. Because if they do, the likes of FFK, the likes of Odumaken, the likes of Wole Soyinka, the likes of Pa Adebanjo, they won't be speaking up. Yes. But they're speaking up because they're tired of the politics that they are playing. They're tired of the greed of the politicians.
Yes. Desperation
is getting too much. The Yorubas will say, what does it mean? He said enough. A word, it's enough for the wise. I would have expected that Tinubu himself should be wise enough not to sacrifice his people on the platform of presidency. If you kill your people between now and 2023, it's still far. If you allow Tiala and the others find their way into the security network of your people and they finish them, where are the numbers that will vote you in come 2023? That's why we're saying he should be wise and follow the voice and cry of his people now, before it gets too late.
All right, thank you very much. And that's where we're going to leave it. Go to our comment section, let us interact. What's your own response to these? Do you think that Tinubu will respond to these unknown group? And don't also forget that even these unknown group that we're talking about may not even be Southwesterners. It may be some people want him to speak so that opportunity will be stripped from him. They just want, let him say anything, and they will run straight to Buhari and say, the man you trusted in Southwest, he's behind all these things that these people are doing. He has spoken. See it here. And that clearly shows that he is a backstabber. I told you about these Yoruba people. And then Baba will say, for that reason, juggle of my son in Kaduna, that's El-Rufai, you are going to take over from. So right now, Bobo has to be very careful. He's a smart dude now. He's been in politics for years. So being a godfather, he needs to, there's some level of smartness. There are a lot of things that have happened in this country. Which person I was expecting him to speak? Never. Bobo no, they talk anything. Just they calm down, they watch everything. So I know that he's not going to speak. But however, that's my own opinion and my colleague's opinion. What do you have to say? Do you think that Tinubu will wake up to tell Nigerians his position in respect to Amotekun? Don't forget, if he speaks, he speaks against Amotekun, he will lose his respect. If he speaks for Amotekun, he will lose presidency come 2023. So respond with some level of wisdom.